Let's go!
Hello and welcome to Ali and Mates. I'm Ali, and this week I've been thinking about people. I mean, God could have made us all exactly the same. Same height, same hair, same laugh, same everything. Imagine walking into school and everyone looked just like you. That would be pretty confusing and honestly a bit boring. But instead, God created every single person differently. Different smiles, different voices, different ideas, different things they're good at. Some people love sport, some love art, some love helping others, some love building things. God made each of us unique. He made you one of a kind.
Let's get into this week's episode. Ready, Eddie?
Little explorers, let's travel the world.
Let's go!
Today we're traveling to Portugal, a beautiful country in Europe. In Portugal, people speak Portuguese. This is my mate, Rebecca.
E é bom estar aqui no Ali and Mates.
If you visit the capital city, Lisbon, you'll see bright yellow trams that slowly climb up the streets like little trains. They've been carrying people around the city for more than 100 years.
My favorite food to eat is pastéis de nata.
Portugal has some amazing food. One famous snack that my mate Tiago mentioned, in Australia we call them Portuguese tarts. A little pastry filled with creamy custard and sometimes sprinkled with cinnamon. There's a big factory in Lisbon that turns out about 35,000 of these pastries each day.
Yum!
Portugal also has some fascinating animals. In the forests you might find wild boars, deer and foxes. There's even a very rare wild cat called the Iberian lynx, one of the most endangered cats in the whole world.
My favorite things about Portugal are the weather and ocean.
If you ever come to Portugal, you should go to the beach.
Portugal has a very long coastline, which means lots of beaches. Surfers from all over the world travel to a town called Nazaré because the waves there are huge. Some waves can be as tall as 3 big buses stacked on top of each other. I'd love to visit Portugal one day.
Sayings explained.
Welcome to Sayings Explained, where we take funny sounding things grown-ups say and figure out what they really mean. Today's saying is...
The early bird gets the worm.
The early bird gets the worm. Imagine a little bird waking up super early in the morning. The sun is just coming up and the ground is full of worms. That bird hops out first, finds a worm quickly, and enjoys a tasty breakfast. But what about the bird that sleeps in? By the time it finally wakes up, most of the worms are already gone. So when someone says the early bird gets the worm, they're not really talking about birds and worms. They mean that starting early can give you an advantage. For example, imagine you've got a school project due. If you start it early, you've got plenty of time to think and create and refine and do your best work. But if you leave it to the last minute, it's going to be rushed, it's going to feel stressful. Or imagine you really want to make the school dance group. If you start practicing early, working on your moves, getting fitter, learning the dance, you're going to be better prepared when tryouts come up. But if you only start the night before, you're not going to feel ready. It's all about getting started and being prepared, because acting early can give you an advantage.
Another saying explained.
Time for This or That, where I ask you 3 rapid-fire questions and you need to answer straight away. There's no time for thinking, there's no right or wrong. You ready? Let's go. Would you rather have a bath or a shower? Would you prefer to eat a brownie or a lamington? And final question, would you rather drive a motorbike or a digger?
Time's up. Good job. Mystery sound. Can you guess the mystery sound?
Alrighty, time for our mystery sound. Listen closely and see if you can figure out what this sound is. I've heard that sound lots of times. Any ideas? If you guessed a fan, you're spot on. Well done.
Hey kids, it's Safety Sean here with today's safety tip about trampolines. Now bouncing is awesome and I love doing mega jumps. You feel like you're flying. But before you go jumping around like a kangaroo on a sugar rush, let's talk safety. So tip number 1, not too many on the trampoline at once. It might be tempting to bounce with all your friends at the same time, but that's when bumps and crashes can happen. And you need space to jump safely and to show off your best moves. So best keep it to just a few of you at a time. Tip number 2, check before you jump. Make sure there's nothing on the trampoline that you could land on when you're jumping, like toys, shoes, or even your younger brother or sister. When you're high up in the air, you can't control where you will land, so let's keep the trampoline clear of any obstacles. And tip number 3, no tricks that are too risky. Have you ever seen someone pull off a double back McTwisting varial? Me neither. But while it might sound and look cool, it can be dangerous without the proper training. So stick to jumps you're confident with and keep your body in control. Don't risk anything that could injure your head or your neck because you've only got one and you need it to stay in one piece. So keep these things in mind and you'll have loads of fun flying through the air. This is Safety Sean, signing off.
Kids Corner!
Okay, welcome to Kids Corner, where we share jokes from our listeners. And today we have a joke from...
Hi, my name is Andre and I'm 9 years old. Here's my joke. Why was the snow yellow? Because Elsa let it go.
That's a great one. Thank you so much, Andre. And if you want your joke on the show, just get an adult to read the show notes. This is Thankful Thoughts, where we pause and think about something we're thankful for this week. And for me, I actually just came back from a walk with a friend that I went to preschool with and primary school with, and I've been friends with for over 30 years, and I'm so grateful for that lifelong friendship. Let's hear from some of our other little mates.
Hi, my name is Penny and I'm 4 years old, and this is what I'm thankful for. I have a friend and her name is Grace, and I'm in the wombat class in my preschool. And I also have the best teachers ever.
Hi, I'm Amelia and I'm 7 years old and I'm thankful for computers so that we can learn cool stuff on computers.
Hi, my name is Theo and I'm 7 years old, and this week I'm thankful for my scripture teacher.
Time for some nice news.
This story should be retitled Cute News. If you've ever been to an airport, you'll know there are stores, gift shops, where you can buy things like snacks and books or a souvenir before your flight. Well, recently, travellers received a fuzzy surprise at Hobart Airport in Tasmania. A real, live, brush-tailed possum had snuck inside a gift shop and made itself right at home.
Wait, a real possum?
A real one. It had cuddled up with the toy kangaroos on display, like it was one of them.
That is actually so cute.
One traveller noticed that one of the toy animal's eyes was moving and alerted the people who worked there. No one knows how long it had been there or how it had managed to sneak into the shop in the first place. The possum was gently captured and released safely back into the wild.
Maybe he wanted to go on a holiday.
Before I say goodbye, let's see how well you've been listening. Question number 1. What country did we travel to in Little Explorers? That's right, Portugal. Well done. Question number 2. According to the saying, what does the early bird get? The worm. Well done. And final question, what's the name of the rare wild cat from Portugal? The Iberian lynx. Well done, everybody. Great listening today. Well, that's a wrap on today's episode of Ali and Mates. Until next time, have fun, stay curious, and always be kind. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Hi, Ali and Mates. We listen to all your episodes and
Every day.
every day, and we love it so much. Thanks.
And
Bye.
you teach us so much, and you help us to love God more, and we are so thankful for you and your podcast.
And I really love Safety Sean.
Yeah.